What time is it? Your show. Yeah, what time is it? Your show. Yeah, what time is it? Your show. Yeah, he's back from the dead. Your show. Putting it on the map, yeah. Saskatoon. Right next to New York. New York. Yeah, what show, yeah? Your show. What time is it? Your show. Yeah, time to talk some shit, yeah. Your show.
You've tuned in, yeah?
Yeah, van Maggie. Bark, bark, wolf, wolf, who wants a treat, yeah? Keep listening.
Hello and welcome in to another edition of your show. That was totally off. That was horrible tone. That was nothing like the fantastic 911 Turbo intro that we just presented to you. My name is Gary. This baby right here, still as far as we know, the only show on the internet originating out of Saskatoon, going live 4 to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday. That means we are topical. That means we are hyper-local. And that means we are the voice of this city. And so damn proud and grateful and thankful to be able to start the show each and every time by saying that. And to thank you for riding along with us and allowing us to continue this crazy journey, just looking to make the world a better place while we all chase these little dreams. We have a camera for you. And she was running around. It was getting crazy. And now she's calmed down, so it might not be as exciting. I thought we were going to have a really exciting Maggie Cam today. This one might just be calming, soothing for the soul. Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to the Maggie Cam. Look at her. Marge, you want to jump up or run around or anything? It's really fun. The camera follows you now. All right, go back. We got Phenom on the ones and twos today. Say hi, Phenom. There he is, my guy. So what's going on here is he sets this camera up. It's almost like we have this incredible capability of running her around the place, but she never does it. Weird. Maybe we'll start throwing treats around next time. Either way, she's still really... I just don't like how we can't see her cute little face. Marge, you look up? Anything? All right. I don't know. I'm starting to think I don't like this cam as much as the other one. I like the one when it's showing off her beautifulness. This one just shows half of a mic stand. There she is. Okay, you're doing a little better now. That a girl, yeah. Oh, right at the part where the stupid mic stand's in the way. Well, either way, the cuteness overload continues because you got a beautiful picture of her face right there on the right side of your screen. The Maggie Cam, proudly presented to you by the greatest pet store in the universe. That pet store is Pet Planet on 8th Street. They are your pet's natural grocer. Margaret has a boyfriend over there. His name's Leroy. Got a bed right beside the door. You walk in, Leroy says, "Yo, what's up? Come on in." And he walks into the till. It's either Rochelle or Mike working there. And two of the most incredible, kind, just all-around awesome human beings you will ever meet. And then your shopping experience begins. And a lot of people around here, we bring our dogs over there. They throw them in the puppy spa right in the back. It's one of the coolest things going in this store. Big giant basin, harness them down, and then the fun begins as you can rinse your dog, soap your dog, give it the old scrub-a-dub-dub, and then after all that fun, you can blow dry as well right there, all contained within this basin, within this second to none spa sitting at the back there. Okay, and then you can do some treat shopping every Tuesday and Thursday. They got bones on special over there. Okay, and they got buckets upon buckets of treats all over the whole store. So you can load up on those as well. Then, maybe it's time to reload on the dog food. They got all the dry foods your heart desires. Every single one. Margaret loves the Go brand food, the lamb-based for the coat. Everyone always comments on how soft her coat is. It's thanks to that Go brand. Very, very good. Now, if you're maybe looking to make change when it comes to your animal's diet, the raw food diet also ready to go for you right at the back, right beside that puppy spot. Okay, they got fridges full of them, ready to rock. And then just over a little bit more, you're going to find all the beds and all the crates and all the other stuff that you need to help take care of your animal. They also got toys. They got a couple aisles full of toys, plus 2 giant walls where you can literally take your pup in there, let them pick one out right off the wall, and that's the one you know they're going to love. You can do that. Buckle up collars and matching leashes also there for you, as well as the old traditional collars and leashes. But the buckle up collars and leashes have all your favorite movies on them, your TV shows, your cartoons, all that good stuff. They're all over these things. Maggie has a Spider-Man one. He loves. Fantastic. They also have an entire aisle dedicated to fashion. It's almost puppy booty season. They got you. Need some jerseys? They got you. whatever it is you're looking for to dress your pup up with, they got you covered there. They also got your licenses. They got all your medicines. They got all your cat stuff. All your other pet stuff is also there. Most importantly, though, run by really, really good local people. That's who we love. That's who we support here. And we're always so proud and thankful and grateful that we can kick each show off with our friends over at Pet Planet on 8th Street, all right? And if that's not enough, they stay open for you after hours and on weekends, thanks to Chris and Kirsten, okay? If you're looking for a local pet store run by local people that are really, really kind and are making a difference in this world, this is the place for you. It's over at Pet Planet on 8th Street. They are your pet's natural grocer. Well done. Marge, you going to get up? No, she's out. She's waiting now until it's food time. She's getting very close to supper, which is very exciting. Hope you're having a great little finish to your Thursday workday. I hope the entire day has been incredibly kind to you, as we got a little show around here that we do. Each day it's a little bit different, and it's sort of, we're realizing the recipe to be successful in the wild, wild west that is the internet. Because there's a billion shows out there for you, all over the world. They're all there. You have access to all of them. But they're all the same show. A show about this, a show about that. Whereas here, every day, it's a different show with different hosts and different themes, all within this family. So proud. We got our All Out of Angst edition on Tuesdays. We got our All the Way Around the World edition. I guess you call it the All the Way Around table on Wednesdays. On Fridays, we got the Fun Table. On Mondays, we check in with a guy we're going to check in yet again today. Fantasy Zoom In with Boom. That's coming up around 4:30. We also check in on every second Monday with our boy, the Seahawk, as his new show has been released. Episode 2 out right now of Recovery with Cal. New episode coming out on Monday, 5 p.m. Very excited for that. They join us. Brooksy also joins us on Monday. Sometimes Emily May stops by. The whole point of this is that this family is so big, and we cover so many different things going on in this city, and it's just so cool to be able to say and do that. On Thursdays, we've slotted in Fantasy Zoom with Boone, but we have one other tradition around here on Thursday. And I'm telling you, I missed this guy. I was out golfing with the Bottom Line. That's my dad, greatest dad in the universe, there last Thursday. So LB took the reins and recorded another fantastic segment with our friend Matt Young from CTV. Today, though, it was good to be back. And I think I had a pretty good intro here. Let's find out right now. Let's go ahead and roll that one, LB. If you don't have a phone or a clock or a calendar or anyone to tell you what day it is, we have the perfect way to make that reading. Every Thursday, this guy joins us, the human energy drink himself, the great Matt Young from CTV.
Hey, good to see you,
I missed you last week.
There you go.
You and LB crushed it. Thank you for another incredible segment.
Yeah, it was great.
So happy to have you here, because now I know it's for sure Thursday.
Yeah, absolutely. How was the golf, by the way?
It was fantastic.
That's why it was me and LB and not Garrett.
This guy, yeah. My dad, he's trying to finish off his passes over at the Willows. Shout out to all of our friends at the Willows.
Okay.
And so he's trying to get them all in before the end of the season.
Yeah.
So we went out for a quick 9.
Yeah.
And classic Gary way of doing everything.
Yeah.
I finally figured out my golf game.
Oh, good.
Just
all right.
in time for the season to end.
All right. Is it the Happy Gilmore swing? Are we doing that?
A little bit of that. The chipping, the putting, it's all there. You spend the whole golf season trying to figure it out, and then you play 2 of your best rounds of the entire year.
Snow flies a week later. Yeah, there you go.
It's ridiculous. So now I got to put the clubs away, and it's going to be Saturday.
There's always the golf dome. There's always the golf dome if you wanted to head there, but there you go.
Yeah, I'm excited to lose all the momentum yet again that I've.
Well, hey, look, you can play NES golf. There you go. Right?
NES Open every Tuesday with Big Boy. Yeah, keeping those swings pure.
There you go.
Right on, brother. So when you stop by, everything gets better because we talk about video games, we talk about local sports, we do all the cool stuff. And I see you got something going on up here today.
Yeah. Why do we got the PS4 logo up there? That's probably what people might be asking. Well, we like to talk about, like Gary said, I love video games, and I love inserting sort of some Saskatchewan conversation around video games. And I haven't done a ton of modding lately. I want to get back to that. It's my busy season. We'll get to that in a second on why. Because I'm pretty much at every sports stadium you can imagine.
You're everywhere, man.
There
it's great. We were just talking off air about how busy your life is right now. You're crushing it, dude. I'm very happy.
Putting on the miles.
Absolutely.
But what a lot of people have asked me over the last number of years is, when is the CFL going to get a video game?
been on for. That's been a question
That's
for
been
longer than a
question
couple
for
years.
a long time.
Decades, I would say.
And the truth is, there's a lot that goes into it, and I can express my frustrations about the league because they're there. Because I can tell you that
Very kind
opportunity
of you,
has
yep.
come. I'm
Yep.
being very diplomatic here, but there have been a few, not many. But
Okay.
there's been a couple of Canadian football-themed video games
love it already.
that have been released. There was one back in 1999. It was a 2D top-down look of a CFL game. It was licensed. It had logos.
cool.
There were very few copies of it released. If you can find it anywhere, it's a real rare gem to have.
Probably a
It's
good
a
collector item?
terrible. I don't know. Yeah, I guess it would be simply because
Maybe
it's
not,
rare.
because you were about to say it's terrible.
Well, the game is awful. It's not a great game, and that's not disrespect to
Of
the
course
guys
not,
who
no.
helped produce it. David
don't do
Winter
that
at
here.
Winter
That's
Valley
right.
Software, who I've actually chatted to, and he's a great guy.
Fantastic.
That was way back in 1999, and since then there wasn't really anything until there was one a CFL. Well, I want to say it didn't have a license, but it had the option to create and put logos
Gave
in
you
there.
the
So a
ability
lot
to
of
do it,
people did
yeah,
that.
yeah.
But it had stadiums. It had Mosaic Stadium. It had Commonwealth Stadium in Edmonton,
that.
right? It had all the stadiums. It had 3 downs. It had the long field, had the wide field. It had the 55-yard line.
Sounds like the CFL to me.
So this was a Canadian football game. It was endorsed by a Canadian football legend, actually, who actually was on the cover of the very few physical copies that actually made their ways into
I'm
stores.
going to try to guess. Doug Flutie.
This is Doug Flutie's Maximum
Was it really?
Football. Yes, and he got it. And lo and behold, I have a
I didn't know that, by the way.
I
That
have
was
a
just
sealed
guess.
copy of
Oh,
this
come
game
on.
right here that came
you
out for
kidding me?
PS4. It's actually marketed as a college football game, and the reason why is because at the time there was no college football game available because it was all tied up in
NCAA
the
was
courts
out,
over
yeah.
nil, and so EA Sports didn't produce one. Nobody had produced one in 6 years. So a small Canadian group called Winter Valley Soft, who would change their name to Canuck Play, they produced a college football game, but they had some options to change the rules, and you could have Canadian rules or American
so
rules,
cool, dude. I
and
had
you
no
could
idea.
have Canadian stadiums. So this is Doug Flutie's Maximum Football. It came out in 2019 for the PS4, and it was mostly a downloadable game, right?
Yeah.
But there were a few physical copies that were distributed to stores, and I caught one of them, and of course I saved it.
Yes.
Because I'm
unopened.
that
This
kind
is
of
a
person.
collector.
That's right.
I'm very upset I didn't know about this.
This game was, and we have some clips of it. Now, this game, it wasn't very good. It's not like Madden, but it is a 3D game. It wasn't great, but it was okay. It was like baby Madden, as I want to say.
You're working really hard to be nice to this game.
Well, no, the nice thing was there was a ton of options.
We love that,
The
yes.
marketing of it was that this was a sandbox game. You could, at the time, create whatever logos you want. You create whatever team you want. You could put it in whatever city you wanted. So it was meant to it wasn't really, the marketing of the game wasn't towards its fantastic graphics and gameplay.
Create your own
and
league,
This
basically.
was, it had a dynasty mode in it. You could create your own high school team if you wanted to.
So cool.
I actually created a bunch of Saskatoon high school football teams in it. So there you
Amazing.
go, Walter Murray Marauders. You're in a video game.
Boo,
Well, okay. Who do we got? Is it
Fight green and gold. Gold Bears go.
Ada Bowman Bears. Okay, we got them too. They're
Class
in there
of
too.
2000
They were
right
there
here.
too. So right here. So now I have some clips of this game, and I'm gonna play them
pumped for
here.
this.
And you're gonna see it come up, and there it is right there.
man, this is amazing.
And so you'll see that
Riders,
that
they are.
you had to create the logos, you had to create the teams, but we did. So this is a little thing. So we have Edmonton and Ottawa. We had Montreal, and I managed to create it, and there it is. And this game's at Mosaic Stadium.
Look at that.
Right? You can see that it's at Mosaic Stadium. There's a 55-yard line, and it's 3-down football. Now it's not great. You can see the graphics aren't super good. The catching and the tackling is a little wonky, but it's actually. This is the type of game where you can have some fun with your buddies and sort of
Yes.
laugh at how weird it is, but still have a good time. I think that's a Rough Rider touchdown. Right? Touchdown,
There you go.
Saskatchewan. There you go. Right?
That's
So there you
freaking
go.
amazing.
Yeah,
See, you can tell, but to have this type of graphic in a game that's based around, like you said, a sandbox game that can do anything.
Yeah.
You know, that's pretty darn good when you consider most of the work went into the big.
And that's what it was marketed as, is that you can do lots of cool stuff. So you could create you could change it to American rules, or you could play by Canadian rules. I don't think a game had ever done that before, ever.
Not that I can think of.
So it was really, really fun, and I enjoyed playing it simply because it had that CFL flavor to it. So Doug Flutie's Maximum Football. I mean, I don't know if you can download it in the store. You might be able to. It's 5 years ago.
I've never heard of this game. Did they just not promote it very much,
it
or
just,
what?
Well, it was a small Canadian company. It wasn't. There was a few newspaper articles on it, but they don't have the marketing machine that Sledgehammer Games or Activision.
The machine that can get them out to guys like me, who aren't
exactly.
involved
So
all the
a
time
lot of
with
it was word of mouth. I remember tweeting it out at the time. I think we did a CTV. I think locally we did a story on it, but there wasn't a ton. And so after that, there was another one released called Doug Flutie's Maximum Football in 2020.
How did I miss two
This
of
one,
them?
I know. Well, because but now this game was basically like this one here. Only it had some upside down. Only it had some graphical refinements.
Of course, just like a Madden year-to-year turnover, right?
Yeah, it made things a little bit easier.
Just update it.
Yeah.
And
what I did is I actually took this game, and you're gonna see on the back here. I created there's your high schools. There you go. There's the Bears, right? I created all of them, and because you could do that, that was sort of the sandbox nature of this game.
Now, how much time did that consume?
Oh, a lot. Oh, I spent a lot of time. I deep late into the night, 2, 3 in the morning.
For sure.
You know, you got the call. You're like, yeah, okay. Can I get one more?
Aiden Bowman in last place has a bad sim right there.
Well, okay. Well, we'll grab a controller. You can play it and start dominating. That's the beautiful thing of it, right?
That's right.
But yeah, so you could create. So we created logos and did all that, and then there was some gameplay here, and it was a little bit different. They introduced kind of a new score bug, and they just made things a little bit smoother, and you could still play. It was still Canadian rules. You still had the 55-yard line. You're going to see that there. So these are two games that now they're relatively cheap. I mean, they didn't cost much at the time. It was like $19. They weren't that expensive.
Very reasonable.
And by the way, you could put players in there. You could put numbers in there. You could do whatever you wanted.
So I could put myself in there
you
for
could
one
put
play
yourself,
and
Gary Nickel,
get hurt and get pulled and go back to the
bench. Or
bench.
you could throw a touchdown. Either
Yeah,
one. It
to the
doesn't
other
matter.
team.
There you go. So those are there has been some Canadian football content produced. Just not on a mass mainstream level.
Yes.
But hey, you know what? If you can find for a couple of bucks some games like this, I would say for cheap, why not try it, have some fun? You know what? For how inexpensive they are. Now, I mean, I think they're going to become collector's items at some point because they're going to be pretty rare. That's why I kept these ones under wraps.
I had no idea these existed.
They do exist. They do exist. So you can have a look at that. And so there's an opportunity to play some Canadian football. Don't buy this game if you're looking for great graphics or easy gameplay. Buy this game so you and your friends could finally have a 55-yard line on your PS4 or PS5 and could finally have a little fun, laugh, have a few drinks and have a good time together and actually play some Canadian football. So there you go.
Man.
Some you never know, right? You learn something new every day on a Thursday here.
This would have been fantastic to have back in the day.
Oh, there you go.
When I was in high school at Aiden Bowman, 96 to 2000, we were on the back end of like years and years. I'd say decades. Like the last time the Bowman Bears had a really good football team was my dad's team.
Oh, so
in the 70s.
A lot of losing, a lot of tough times.
They actually had a
tough times.
50-year anniversary for that football team a couple years ago, which was super cool.
Oh, right on.
And so both my brothers came up and went through, and then I went through, and then after I got my coach, I won't name names, but my coach asked me, he says, "Are you here to have fun or play football?" I was like, "Well, I'm here to have fun, coach." Said, "Well, then we don't want you here."
Oh!
And I only say this because at that moment, all of the guys like me who were just there for fun sort of were pushed out, and guys that were there to win came in, and that's when the Aiden Bowman Bears dynasty began.
There
you know, so I was on the back end of that. So
All
I'm
right.
saying if I would have had this game back in the day, I could have actually got some wins with my high school football. That would have been fantastic.
That would have been great.
Would've been
Well,
great.
now you can, and I still think they're available in the PlayStation Store. They don't cost much, and if nothing else, I think it's just kind of a nice token to add to your game repertoire if you can to have those
Absolutely.
games. So there, some Canadian football.
Love
It's small, but it does exist there for everybody.
It's amazing. Hey, speaking of football,
Yeah.
before we get into
How
local
about it?
football, let's get your predictions.
Okay,
for the big
so the
game
Riders,
tomorrow night.
I think they can lock up first place, and I think
pretty
that they
big, yeah.
will. I think they'll make a statement. So I'm going to guess 37-16 for the Rough Riders. I think it'll be a big win.
I
I
like
think
that.
that they're going to come back and really put an exclamation mark here on the division because they deserve it. And I mean, that Ottawa game, yeah, it was kind of a bit of a wonky game, but they won, right?
They
They
did.
came away with a victory. But I think they got to go and make a statement against Toronto. So I'm going 37-16 on the record for the Riders here for the Riders this weekend.
Perfect. We'll throw that on the predictions list with
Yes,
our 13th
do it.
melon. Getting ready for that tomorrow. What else is going on, my friend?
Okay, so I've been everywhere, man. I've
You
been
literally
everywhere.
have.
So I guess we'll start with let's keep with the football theme. We'll start with the Saskatchewan Huskies.
Yeah.
Called their game last weekend at Griffith Stadium against the Alberta Golden Bears. They won in the battle of backup quarterbacks. Both teams had their backups.
I've heard that.
So Saskatchewan Huskies won that one. They are now in first place at 5-1 with 2 games to go. They're gonna host a playoff game.
Love
It's
it.
just a matter of which
Who?
game they're gonna host and who they're going to play. But they're looking really good. And by the way, the National College Football Championship's in Regina this year.
I've heard. Yeah.
So
I
wouldn't it be nice if
yeah,
they could,
stay in Saskatchewan for an entire run all the way up to the Vanier or something like that.
They
couldn't
could. They
Very
have a
cool.
really good chance at getting to the Vanier Cup. So and they got a good team. Scott Flory has really put a
on it.
well-oiled machine
Yes,
together. Daniel Reed, Daniel Weeb, Thomas Jule, but the defense: Charlie Parks, Reese Cack, Reese McCormick, and Reese. I call them the Reese's Pieces.
Of
There
course.
you go.
That's it. That writes itself.
So they got a great defense with Ethan Lang and those guys and John Stoll. So that's a great team. Cameron Kahn, they're making it roll. Then the Saskatoon Hilltops, their final game of the regular season is this weekend. They're gonna finish second.
Okay.
They tough loss
Not
against
used
the
to that,
Regina
eh?
Thunder.
Yeah.
Well, it's always them and the Thunder that are
Yeah.
battling out for the top 2 spots. Regina's gonna get the top spot this year. The Hilltops will get a home playoff game, so that's
There we go.
nice. If they win the conference, there's a good chance they're going to host they may host the Canadian Bowl this year
That would be
in
awesome.
Saskatoon. So the Saskatoon Hilltops doing pretty well. I know that football occupies October and November a lot, but peek at the Blades. They're off to a good start.
I got a couple wins,
Saskatoon
baby.
Blades are off to a great
Yes.
start. They won 5 of their first 7. They defeated the Vancouver Giants the other night. They're doing really well, and so don't lose track of them. I know. Like I say,
a
the
lot going
Riders
on,
and
yeah.
football kind of. But once that's over, really start shifting, and they've been getting good crowds at SaskTel Center. So they've been
That's
doing
what we want. We love
fantastic
that.
at SaskTel Center.
Love
So the Saskatoon Blades are winning, and it won't be long till the rush start as well. Huskies hockey, men's hockey team has started. They raised the
going on.
banners. The women's basketball team, they're going to be raising banners. So keep your eye on. Boy, the campus teams are all doing really good. Like the USask teams are firing on all cylinders. You got women's hockey going as well. So yeah. By
Great
the
time
way,
to be a sports fan.
it's a great time to be a sport and a football fan too, because if people will notice, all the Saskatchewan football teams are winning. Right? The Regina Rams and Saskatchewan Huskies college football, they're 1-2 in the conference. The Regina Thunder and the Saskatoon Hilltops junior football, they're 1-2 in the conference. You had the Valkyries women's football do really. You have the Saskatchewan Rough Riders that are probably going to lock up first. I mean, football, I can't remember the last time you had everybody was just crushing it. So it's a good time to be a Saskatchewan football fan because everybody's doing well.
That's it. I don't remember. Like I don't know why, because every year schedules are usually the same.
Yeah.
Every year, but for some reason this year it feels like there's almost too much sports, man.
You know what? It's kind of all happening all at once. There's a
Right?
lot of excitement, especially
I'm
because the
getting pulled in all
Vanier
the
Cup is
directions.
here.
Yeah.
So there's
And then
a
you
ton.
throw in, like, I didn't even know the NHL kicked off last night.
Yeah, the NHL kicked off last night.
Or 2 nights ago.
And,
I guess it was. We got NHL going, and you keep looking at this. You got the Blue Jays going.
And the Blue Jays are
Like,
in the
there's so much
playoffs, so
sports,
there's
man.
just
Oof.
so much local,
Yeah.
like local sports, but also national sports where your Canadian
Getting
teams are
pulled in
doing
all the
well. So
directions, yeah.
you're kind of in that sort of that time of year. I always say October, November, when like you have all the four major sports that are actually going on at once, and then you have all the local teams, right?
I just realized why I never remember it being like this is because normally all these teams aren't competing this well at the same time.
That's right,
That's
and
why it
that's
feels
what it's
overwhelming.
so
Yeah,
nice.
okay.
That's why guys like me love it.
Yeah.
So it makes me busy. But yeah,
Absolutely.
there's lots to cheer on locally. You got your Huskies, you got your Hilltops, you got your Saskatoon Blades, and of course the Riders. Everybody will be watching them as well. So
Absolutely.
so a ton to be excited about on the sporting front.
This is my guy. His name is Matt Young from CTV. Every Thursday he joins us, and every single Thursday this guy just crushes it. Dude, once again, you're the best. Appreciate you
Always
greatly.
great.
We'll see you next week.
Absolutely.
There you go. Best in the biz right there. The great Matt Young from CTV joining us on the Thursday edition of your show. We're about halfway through it. I hope you're having a great, lovely little Thursday. It is getting close to supper time. I was gonna talk about the wings, but maybe we bring our guy on here first. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to sing the intro. He is there now, right? I'm going to sing the intro, and then we'll bring him in, and then we'll talk about all the good stuff going on around here. Okay. It's just a fantasy. Fantasy! Zoom with my man Boone. Our man Boone. This is just a fantasy. Fantasy zooming with Boone. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Boontis.
Hey.
How'd that one sound? Pretty good?
Oh, good. Gorgeous.
Best in the biz. I was going to talk about the wings, but I'm like, he's already there. I don't want to leave you waiting. It's almost supper time.
I was fine, and then you said wings, and then I started to get hungry.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry about
Every
that.
time, man. Every
That's my
time.
bad. No kidding. You're a little crackly. You a little crackly in there? You hear anything? No? Okay. Must just be me. Either way. Okay. We'll get into this here. The 69 Wing Crew, the greatest crew in the history of wings. You pick up this passport right here from Bugsy's, either at Market Mall or Lawson Heights, and then the awesomeness begins. You start knocking them every Tuesday and Thursday. Today is Thursday. On your way home, go by Bugsy's and pick up some of these fantastic, delicious, incredible wings. 69 different flavors to get stamped off on your passport once you get all 69 of them. You join the very, very exclusive crew. I did the 69 of Bugsy. You let everybody know just by wearing this shirt that you have achieved the impossible. You have expanded your wing tasting horizons, and you have a whole bunch of new favorites. Okay? That's what this is all about. And the reason I'm telling you about this, if you're not going to pick them up on the way home, you can order them right to your house. Skip the dishes or Uber Eats. Just go to Smitty's, get a plain wing. Inside that memo of that plain wing, put in the flavors you want, and then you're off to Wingtown, baby. It's so good. Be it the buffalo jerk or the Greekalo or the peanut butter and jelly. I've had them a bunch now. They're so freaking good. Honey dill, hot Italian, sizzling barbecue, and so many more. Drooling. That's what happens. So be sure to stop by and help out as we try to finish all these crazy, crazy wings inside of our passport and win the shirt. The shirt's super awesome. Speaking of super awesome, superskillshockey.ca. That's the website to go to. Our buddies over at the Super Skills Hockey Facility inside the Martinsville Recreational Center. Brand new, state-of-the-art, all set to go to keep improving all those skills of your little hockey player. And even you, if you want to get better at rec hockey, they can do it for you. They got shooting lanes, they got puck handling areas, they got the ice treadmill, all of it ready to go with a whole bunch of very specific workouts for you to help train. It's fantastic. Get signed up and head on over to superskillshockey.ca. You've seen here on the bottom screen right there, the banners, the Elmwood Fall Feast. It's coming up, baby. Very excited. October 28th is the date. Raising a whole bunch of money for a specialist transportation is what it is. And getting more buses, getting more ways to get people like my Auntie Susie and all our other incredible family and friends over at Elmwood to their different events, including the Fall Feast, as well as hockey games. They go to the baseball, they do the bowling, they do the whole thing. And a great way to do a good thing. Okay, we say it all the time. The only way this world is going to get better if we start living by those golden rules, putting others before yourself, treat others how you want to be treated, all those things. Also helping out great causes. It's a good thing too. It's a good way to make this world better. And you can do just that. Head on over to elmwoodyxc.ca/fall feast. That's where you can get your tickets, you can get tables, you can donate, all those really, really good, important things. And then we'll see you there, October 28th. I'm very, very excited to see all of our Elmwood friends. It's always just a big, giant room over at Prairie Land full of the kindest, gentlest souls you'll ever meet. It's so nice to be in places like that where it's just good people doing good things. And speaking of that, we got that coming up in November with our friends over at Cosmo for the Spirit of Cosmo Breakfast. Very excited for that, as I will be your MC way, way early in the morning. It is a breakfast. I say it every day. It's the only time I get up at 6 a.m. It's for this event to MC it, because I love everybody over at Cosmo. So another great way to do good things. We can donate with that and get your tickets, as well as we continue to make this world a better place. Feels good, man. We got so many good things going on around here, Boone, hey? So much awesome, kind, incredible people just doing good.
Absolutely. I want to partake. A little too far away.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Can you turn his levels down on the board? Maybe that's what it is, because we're getting like every third word on. Keep talking there for me, Boone.
All right.
There
Test.
he is. Yeah.
2.
We'll go again?
Test.
Yeah. Okay. It was just up a little bit. That's weird. It's been over a year and a half now. We're still working out kinks, eh? That problem?
No one has. It's been so many years since someone said, Chris, your voice is crackling.
I was there for your voice crackles. They were
Just
cute.
like the octave just dropped really a long time ago.
Hi, I'm Chris. A day later, hello, I'm Chris. Who invited this guy? And then take off your sweater and you got another sweater on underneath. It's like, man, this is the manliest little kid I've ever met. God, I love you.
What happened, Boone?
It's so good. He became a man. No, that issue that we just solved there, we spent 3 weeks trying to figure that out when we were first starting. Like, I would do interviews with people, be like, I don't know what's happening. I don't get it. And us being normal people, just like you, watching at home, just like you, Boone, just like everyone, we're not experts. So the fact that that just happened and we fixed that makes me so happy. Progress. We are doing great. And that feels really, really good. If we can help you out, you got a fundraiser, you got an event, you got something that needs eyes and ears, please reach out to us. This is the only time in your life you will find a deal truly too good to be true. And I mean that because we don't have some king of the media sitting at the top of the throne, top of the castle on his throne saying, yes, yes, more money, rise, bring my chair up. You know, like Scrooge McDuckin. No, not here. We're just here to help each other out, man. We're here to help each other chase dreams. We are here to do good things. And we are here to make sure that this family gets comfortable. No one's sitting here looking to get rich. We're all sitting here just looking to keep the doors open and helping each other out. It's the purest form of great content, unfazed, untainted by all the other big machines and corporations. If this feels like something you'd love to be a part of, please let us know. Just send us an email to contact@dufferinave.com. That is the email. This is the theme song. I threw it. You see that? Threw a clap in there. That felt
beautiful.
Good. That felt good. We also got a website that I'm still late on sending to Royal Anders. I still haven't talked to him about where the heck he was on Tuesday. I should see if he's alive. Gee whiz. He stops by every Tuesday and he didn't come by this. So I'm going to send him a message right now. Just like the email, minus the contact and the @sign, that is where you can find the website. And we got a Twitch stream. Just waiting to hear from Brando if we're going to go test out the new Twitch studio tomorrow in like a sort of beta attempt, if you will, as we do have the 13th Melon coming up tomorrow night. Riders taking on the Argos. It's going to be a lot of fun, but that's in our streaming time, so we'll keep you posted on what's going to happen with that. Hit the Twitch stream. There it is. That's for you, buddy. So there you go. Those are live reads.
You woke me up.
That's the plan, because it's time to go to work, dog. We got some stuff to figure out, as it is now officially Fantasy Zoom with Boone. Shout out to Aldo Nova and shout out to Leopard Print Onesies. All right, buddy. First things first. How the heck did your bye week work out? Did you survive?
Yeah, I did.
Got the win over Vern? You beat the commish?
Yes.
You had to look
awesome.
Glorious. Sir.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, got it.
Vern.
Locked it in. Yeah. Yeah, he's yeah. I mean, it's always
won
good to
enough,
feed
though.
Vern, but he's
Yeah,
such a good guy.
yeah, I know.
But
But he's won enough. You know,
he's one.
when you're the commish, man, it's like, yeah, okay, you could have one, but that's extra embarrassing. Did he know? Well, he must have known that you were you were struggling to even field a team, really.
Oh, I don't know. Like, is he just hyper focused on himself? I don't. That's not his style.
That is
So
not. We've known him for a long, long time, and I can tell you, probably not his style. You are correct, but you broke his heart. So that one came through. That's very exciting. What else? What else happened? What else you notice as far as
well,
week 4 went?
yeah. Well, I did get my 2.05 points from the Kansas City DB.
Man, how crazy is that, hey?
That was a good game. So that's a segue into the
Yes.
Monday night game. Wow. Did you watch the whole thing?
Oh, not only did I watch it, see, I don't know if I should talk about my budget gamblings anymore because whenever I talk about them, I go on, like, I'll be on a heater, then I'll be like, hey, guess what? We're having some
And
good
it
luck. And
dives.
then it's just boom. The karma
Yeah.
comes out. But I will say this because it was interesting enough and it is content. So I had Kansas City to come back when they were down after that interception. I threw money
Okay.
on them when they were down, so they would have paid me like 3-1 or something, which was really exciting. All they had to do was win. That was great. I also had 2 parlays going where I basically needed. I was one catch away on both my parlays, like 7-game parlays. So I went potentially from having a really big payday to old snake eyes, and I'm at the point now in life where it's like I can sit back and laugh. You know, back in the day, it would wreck me. I'm like, oh my God, how am I going to pay for food and living? And, when,
Electricity to
yeah,
be
like
cut.
when gambling was a true addiction. Now that I have it sort of figured, I only lost like $20, you know? And that's me going big. Like, that's me like tripling up because I had this feeling. And then to have it end the way it did, man, just to have it end the way it did there was just heartbreaking. But either way, you know, not too worried about the Chiefs. You worried about the Chiefs? Verno and Stevie and I, we had our ultimate fantasy Fat Tito team, and we took the Chiefs this year. And we're still not really worried. But you, as an expert, are you worried about the Chiefs right now?
Well, what's worried? Like they're not
What is
finished.
worried?
So like I think they're gonna make playoffs. Like,
That's
is that
good.
kind of the line?
Oh yeah, if we make playoffs, everything will be okay. If you don't make playoffs, you get a -10, and it's disaster zone. It's bad.
Honestly, through the first few weeks, I was worried their offense was inept, except for Mahomes, and it was Mahomes' legs. That's not good. When your quarterback is the leading rusher,
Yeah,
you got a problem, right?
no
So,
kidding.
and I don't know that he is. I don't know that the running backs have stepped up, but at least he's connecting with Kelsey,
Dude,
right?
it's none of that. All it is Worthy coming back. They just need a stretch guy. You get Worthy back, you get Rice back. They're gonna probably win a Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Like that's
and
just
yeah,
that.
and that's they will be back.
Yeah, and they went out and proved that, right? Like that's what the second Worthy's back in that offense, all of a sudden everything opens up and back to his old ways, old Patty Mahomes. So
Yep, and that
uh,
should open up the running backs as well,
yes,
right? The
I agree.
backfield. So
So now with that in mind, does
they
this
lost.
that so this is my big thing. Now is this more of a win by the Jags or is this more of a loss by Kansas City? Because I can give you 2 examples that 99-yard interception return for a touchdown, one big play. Second big play, Trevor Lawrence falling over twice and realizing no one cares and then just walking in. That was
He
the
looked
real
like
backbreaker.
Bambi.
That was the real backbreaker, dude. That one really hurt. I'm like, all right, this is fine. Whatever. Let me tie it up. We'll go to overtime and I'll hit all my parlays. This will be great. And then no, 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 no. Why? It was a real roller coaster. Very humorous. But what's your thoughts on the Jags after that, man? 4-1. 4-1.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Let me ask you this: are you playing any Jags on your fantasy rosters? Because I ain't.
No, no, none. And like their star wide receiver, you can't be trusted.
Oh yeah,
So they're doing it without him.
yeah. I've seen a
Uh,
bunch of people still rolling out Thomas Jr. Brian Thomas Jr. Right?
yeah,
His name? Yeah, still rolling him out. It's like, I don't know about that. I'm
yeah.
just waiting for him to go.
I might try to buy the dip, but
Ooh, good
um,
fantasy slang there.
why not? Why not? Well, let's just market. But yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm because he is an exceptional talent. So Yeah, I mean, I think they could soldier on. I'm not one to really pretend to know all the ins and outs of divisions and how that kind of
Yeah, you're more of a
plays.
stats guy. You're a
They're
stats.
doing well. I'm just not there yet. Yeah, they're doing well. It'd be great. Jags is always you're always kind of like you look at them as the underdogs, right? Because well, let's be honest, they have sucked for a long time.
Really bad.
So yeah, I'm always willing to root for the underdog.
Okay, with that in mind, the Wing King, our good buddy, he has been peppering me, trying to get that deal. His latest up. Maybe
Pepper in you.
that's the new segment we do is Wing King's ripoff jobs for the week. Last week it was I don't even remember, it was just garbage. This week he offered one of his shitty quarterbacks. He said, and Derrick Henry, because I do want it, man. Once Lamar's back, I want all the Derrick Henry I can handle. I just don't want to pay Jaden Daniels and Cam Scadaboo for him. I think that's a pretty logical
Too much.
statement, right?
That's too much, man.
Thank you. Okay. And he gets it at least now. Like I told him, I said, dude, if Lamar was back, I would pull the trigger. I would. I can't trust Henry without Lamar.
Yeah.
And he was nice about it. I was like, fine, whatever. I'll try next week. Classic Wing King style.
Well, you're getting closer to the possibility of Lamar coming back, right? So
That's it. There's going to be a sweet spot there for about a day where I'll be able to get just the right amount.
slide it in. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. As we continue here on the Thursday edition of your show, Hanging Out with Zoom. Zoom. Man, that's twice now. My name skills are falling apart. I called Phenom LB before. I'm calling Boone Zoom. What am I doing? This is a Fantasy Zoom with Boone as we check in with our fantasy sports expert from the beautiful city of Calgary. Okay. Is he still in there? Or did he leave now? Oh, you're still there. Are you leaving? Perfect. Okay, we're good. Thank you for everything. I love you, buddy. Best guy in the biz right there. Love that dude. Tonight, Thursday night football. I was trying to get my Thursday night football tone going.
Need the horn too. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
That's pretty good. Very well done. You know, I can pop this horn out. Hold on. Give another one. Or I could shred it. Thursday night football.
Ooh.
Oh, going red in the face. You see that?
Nice. Working hard.
Week 5, kicking off. You got your Philadelphia Eagles. You got your New York Football Giants. You got an NFC East rivalry ripe with hatred and disgusting statements being said over the years. It's not just a coincidence that annually, every single time, there is a vote to find out who the worst fan base is in any sport. It's always Philly. Always Philly.
Yep.
Philly was the first team, at least in the NFL, to have an actual jail inside their facility because they had so many people getting arrested. Philadelphia Flyers fans used to cheer when they announced on the Jumbotron that a goalie had passed away tragically. Philly fans don't really go slow. They go 110% all the time. You got New York. You got Cam Scadaboo. My first question to you, my friend. I got Scadaboo in all 3 of my leagues. All 3. I'm not playing him in our high-stakes league tonight as I'm taking on Johnny Codeboner, another guy we love so much. Love me some Johnny Codeboner. I'm playing him in I'm playing him in the Daffle. I'm playing him in my Bobby Good Times league. I just don't know what's going to happen because Tyrone Tracy's back. They had a call on Tyrone. Is he going to take some touches away from my man Scat?
He will. So the answer is yes, but I don't think it'll be much. He lost his job. He had the job. He lost it. So
by injury too, and everyone hates to see that.
Scadaboo is so electric, right? And just fierce on the field, man. The way he runs, everyone sees it. So
it's really funny too because I watched one Arizona State football game, in his entire run there. And what I saw in that one game is the reason I took him in all 3 of my leagues. I just saw exactly what you just said. And I don't know how other people didn't see that. You know, is it because he's like a non-traditional white running back that just runs people over with some hands? Like,
Yeah,
is he just
maybe.
not sexy? I don't get it.
You know what? And maybe they're overanalyzing other things like
That's a good point.
attributes, like size, weight, that kind of stuff. So
Sure.
yeah, that's where the numbers can actually work against you.
Absolutely. So you are saying to still play him? I don't want to put him because I got Rashad White again. I guess that's the other big question is how's Bucky looking? What's the
Like
word on
it's a
Bucky?
Rashad White or Scadaboo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd go Rashad White there.
And
He's
I'm still playing Scadaboo in 2 other leagues. My logic there is last week I benched Emeka Agbuka, and put Rashad White in, and we talked about that. And had I been far smarter, which I never am, I would have played them both. So this week I'm playing them both in my other leagues because I also have it's well, no, I guess it's just this league. So I'm not playing them both. Well, yeah, I am playing them both. Man, you ever get really mixed up having 4 different leagues? I forgot I had a 4th one
indeed.
in Sleeper. It's too much. So yes, it will be Rashad White instead of Scadaboo, and Ekbuka will also be playing. So I'm rolling out both those guys. Very excited. And if Scadaboo does go off, at least I'll have him go off in the other 2 leagues.
Totally. You're hedged. Yeah, and I can't remember who Tampa Bay plays, but I feel like this week was a much better
It's supposed to be a
offensive
big time
defense to
shootout.
play
I can
against.
tell you right
Yeah.
now, they are playing everyone's saying they're just going to go off. It's going to be fireworks. When they use the term fireworks for a football game, yeah,
That's
you know
good.
it's going to be
That's
a big one.
good. That's a good.
That's a good. Where the heck are they? Why can't I find them? Oh, where's Panthers, Rams? Where are you guys?
I can pull it up now.
Broncos, Jets, Seahawks, Jags. Tell me when I say their names. Because apparently I can't see. Chargers, Dolphins, Rams, Ravens, Cardinals.
Okay, maybe not. It's the 49ers.
There they are. 49ers in Tampa. Oh, yeah, it's going to be a fireworks, dog.
Yeah,
Let
man.
them go. The Mac
Plus
attack's back, Jack.
home game. Yeah. I'd
Roll it out.
I'd go there. The other reason is because Chris Evans and
Mike Evans and
Chris
Godwin.
Evans,
I got
Chris
you.
Godwin,
Isn't Chris Evans Captain America?
yes, but Evans is out. Both of them are likely out. Well, Evans isn't back yet.
See, well, this is another and this is just, I guess, Tampa Bay as a whole. They're so mysterious, such an enigma. Like most times when you only have one good wide receiver, people double team them, they triple team them, force you to go the other guys that aren't that good. But for some reason, Buka just gets open anyway. Crazy.
He's amazing.
So, looking very forward to that. I'm going to go back into our list here. Do you have anyone rolling out tonight? I guess that's the next question.
Well, AJ Brown. Do you play him?
Hey, I'm playing him.
I'm gonna play him because I feel like
it's the last stand.
Wheel gets the grease, right?
He complains enough.
Yeah.
There's a lot of talk today, as I've been watching sports shows, that tonight, like last week's game, was okay. We're not throwing it enough. We're going to throw the receivers. And of course, AJ just wasn't open, whatever, give or take. But Saquon not getting nearly enough touches. So apparently, a lot of guys are calling for Saquon to touch the rock 25, 30 times today. You see that happening at all? See them like overreacting back the other way?
Yeah, maybe. Oh man, you never know. It's hard to say. I'm not going to pretend like I know what's going to happen.
Yeah, it's hard, man. And like I'm sitting here as well. I got a guy named Jalen Hurts as well that I'm rolling out tonight in one of my leagues.
Yep.
And with him and AJ, I just don't know, man. I don't know anymore. I don't know what to think. You were so right when you say I just don't know because we don't.
It sucks when you can't treat your wide receiver one as a wide receiver one and just auto start him. Yeah. So then it depends on your team, right? If you've got other strong like wide receiver 2, wide receiver 3 level talent, then the question is, I don't want to play this game. And I'm fine with him riding the bench and maybe doing well. Thus far, he hasn't done well. So
with Philly too, and this is another good point there, Boone. Goddard and Devontae Smith have been studs.
Mm-hmm.
So they are taking advantage of those double and triple teams on AJ, which makes sense. But I don't know. If you're supposed to be elite, you're supposed to get through those things.
Totally. So hopefully people aren't coming here for that answer because
Dude,
Not gonna get it.
people don't come here for any expert answers. They come here for the banter and some, advice from a couple of jabronis just out there trying to have fun, man. It's
Yeah.
not just for girls anymore. Fantasy footballers just want to have fun. Oh, fantasy footballers just want to have. That's all we really want.
And maybe win some money.
That would also be nice. Yes. The Fantasy Zoom with Boone. Continuing, we got our expert out in Calgary joining us every Monday and Thursday to go over all the stuff that's going on. Okay, introduce me to this Vidal guy that's filling in for your guy, your sweet Prince Omarion. Who is this guy, and should I have picked him up? He was open in a lot of leagues.
Yeah. I don't know, man. He's
There's a lot of I don't
I think
knows
it's his
today.
it's his second year.
Okay.
And he's been demoted to the practice squad multiple times this year already.
Good
So
sign.
is he good? I don't know. Is
Your
Hassan Haskins better? I mean, he got the run last. He got the majority of carries last week. So,
and on all the waiver wires, he's projecting way more than Vidal.
yeah.
So,
Yeah. It's a mess.
Stay away.
I'm just
What
trying
you're
to stay
saying
away from it.
That's just to stay away. Exactly. So
Yeah.
that is that. Anything looking forward here to Sunday? Anything that you're looking for? Anything that's standing out for you as far as maybe some sneaky moves or just stuff that you're thinking about doing? As don't worry, none of our friends in any of our leagues watch this, so you're not giving them any advice or info. And if you are, we'll start planting the seeds of like dumb moves and see if they do it.
Yeah, for sure. Well, there's a lot of buzz about Kamara and
You have his
whether or not
backup,
he may
DeAndre.
be sitting. They may sit him out.
Because of off-field issues? Because I've heard this guy have a couple of those.
Yeah, I don't no, not necessarily he did anything. I'm the word on the street is trade. So and so the other running back there,
DeAndre Miller, I got him.
Yeah, he's looking good this weekend.
Moving on up. And not only that, this makes Kamara way more attractive too.
Well, yeah, sort of. Well,
we just talked about it. We just talked about a team that could really use a Kamara, dude.
True. Yeah. So it all depends on where he goes. Yeah. If he could go to
over.
Chargers, that would be amazing.
Imagine that. He'd be like they could go back to, was it the Eckler days? Where you have a wide receiver who also loves, like, it's exact same style of play as Kamara.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, so the injury though to Amari, Hampton? No.
Yeah.
What's his last name?
Omarion Hampton.
I think that might just be a few weeks.
Okay. So this isn't
because it was like an ankle roll type of thing.
Here's a good question for you. Why the hell are we all holding this guy in such high regard like he's this established stud running back? He's played, what, 3 games?
Yeah, well, but he was a stud running back in those 3 games, right?
I guess.
He was very highly rated. And this year's draft class was, he had Genty as the best, but it was rated as a very strong running back group. So, and I think he was like number 2 or number 3 in terms of prospect ranking. Yeah. So he was expected to do well. And then when he was given the opportunity, and to be fair, second week, third week, when he was given the full run, it takes a couple weeks to get into NFL
shape,
swing of things, right? Yeah. And he did, right? And he took off. So so I think he is the real deal. When he's back, will he be as good as he was? Who knows, right? Ankle injuries, it's more of a sprain, not a tear. I think he can come back full force.
Okay, I'm with you on that one. I want everyone to know at home, I'm not being a bad host and looking at my phone and just reading stupid stuff. Boontis go the extra mile for this segment. He sends full spreadsheets. So I go through his spreadsheet. So I'm not looking at text messages or anything like that. This is, like, if I was a professional, I would have this printed out in a paper. I'd be doing this, But I'm not, so this is where.
Do you even have a printer, Gary?
I have 2 printers in here. This is hilarious. So we went. We had a big group conversation around here. It's like, we need a printer in here. There's like, you can get one for $60. Everyone's like, no, don't do it. It's a waste of money. This and that. Blah blah blah. Everyone has a printer. I'm like, okay, I'll do it anyway. Went and bought a $60 printer. It's still in the tooth booth. Shout out to Dr. Funkhauser and Associates, Big Tooth on 2nd Ave. It's still in there, sitting there. And then LB brought over an even better, way more expensive printer that's in the other corner of the studio here. I'm looking at it right now, unused. So I actually have 2 printers that aren't set up and don't do anything.
You haven't had any like printer races, like to see which one's faster?
That would be fun. What I want to do is go full on Office Space and just crank one out, just to let him know who's boss, man.
Oh,
'Cause I've had
back.
enough
Yeah.
issues with these freaking things. Oh, I love that movie. Hanging out with Boontis on a Thursday, Fantasy Zoom in with Boone. I'm going back to the spreadsheet here. I'm going to see if there's anything else we want to touch on, as you do put in so much work. Defensive. Let's talk defense, because every fantasy football league usually has a defensive play of some sort. You had in here defense, New England. They did very, very well. You like New England's defense. Who did I trot out here? I got the Rams. I had the Rams last week, and I'm rolling them out again as they're taking out Baltimore. That's in my high-stakes league against Johnny Codeboner. Do you like the Rams against Baltimore? Or is this sort of a trap game, and I should be more...
Oh, yeah. No, definitely.
You like that?
Like they're, until Lamar's back, just exploit them. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're going to be, teams are going to run up the scores for sure.
Yeah. And that's been, I'm surprised I haven't asked you this on our fantasy football segment. Are you more of a streaming guy when it comes to kickers and defense, or do you lock in with like some of the top ones and just let them roll?
Typically I am. It all depends on how the kind of cookie crumbles at the end of the draft, in each draft. This year I'm streaming both. Yeah. It's just the way it works.
It's been a really good strategy for me over the years, because it takes all the guessing away when you're just, and it's not about, and this is for you at home, it's not about choosing the best defense. It's about taking the defense going against the worst offense. That's what you're doing. And as far as kickers go, I've always been successful by looking for the top kicker on the waiver wire that's kicking indoors. Those are my 2 things. And they've gotten me very well as far as defense and kickers go. Any other defenses standing out for you out there besides the Rams?
I was rolling with the Lions there the last couple weeks in one of my leagues, but I just swapped out the Lions for the Raiders. The Raiders, I mean, Max Crosby, like he's just
bad news for you,
sack
buddy.
after sack. Double team him, triple team him, he gets through. He's just a beast.
Bad news for you. The tail feathers in the Daffle. We got the Raiders.
Yeah.
And
well, at least
also,
I'm not up against you.
That's right. And also I got in the Bobby Good Times League, we got the Raiders, hoping that Cam Ward has in fact not found it, thanks to the Arizona Cardinals, my beloved Cardinals, throwing it away.
They're so
and
nice.
Look like a winner.
You know?
They just care, man. They know winning's not important.
Yeah.
They know they're not going to win. Yeah. They just love giving everyone.
Might as well throw them at one win. You know, what is this? Professional sports? Let's.
Oh, man. Is Cam Ward ever going to be good, or is it just no quarterback can be good in Tennessee? Is that what we're learning?
I mean, 2 questions, which are difficult to answer. He's a rookie, man, right? Like Mahomes didn't even get to play for the first 2 years.
Yeah. Same with Jordan Love. Same with Aaron Rodgers. I get it.
Yeah. So, you know, they can't all be Jaden Daniels, right?
And is he going to be okay? I'm a little worried about him. I'm thinking I might just throw that issue and all those problems to the Wing King the more we talk about it.
What was the injury to Jaden? Was it a ankle or a
let me pull him up because he's right
knee?
here.
I feel like it was a knee. I feel like he's wearing a brace now.
Ooh, he's got a blue box beside him. Jaden Daniels wasn't flashing his return from a knee injury. Yeah. But he managed to
hopefully that heals up. I mean, the way sports medicine is right now, they can pretty much fix anything. But of course, you know, he's not fully healed. They're getting him back on the field for his arm. And his legs were what got you fantasy points, right?
Yeah.
So it's tough. He can still work magic with his arm. It's not going to be the same. So expect the point level to be down. He's certainly not going to return what he was drafted, unfortunately.
Everything you're saying is telling me to trade. Should I just pull the trigger? I don't want to get rid of Scadaboo, though. But Henry's going to be so good. It's good. Another good cliffhanger. Tune in next time. This Monday. I might pull the trigger.
I think we should stick to what we said. Give it another week.
Okay.
See what Henry does. Okay. You're 1 week closer to Jackson being back. right?
Yeah.
And then pull the trigger.
Now, if Scataboo goes off tonight, it's going to be really hard to do.
Well, then you can maybe sweeten the deal.
Okay. See, this is why you're so good at this stuff. There's never a no. There's always a, well, how can we make this work? I like that. His name is Boontis, joining us every Monday and Thursday with another Fantasy Zoom with Boon. What's going on tonight, buddy? What's for supper? What are we eating?
Oh, that's a good question. Probably eating out. We got to do some parent-teacher interviews.
Oh,
So we'll be on the road, but yeah, try to catch the game right after.
Attaboy. Thanks for asking. I'm going to be eating bologna sandwiches. As my father, the bottom line, greatest dad in the universe, right there next to Marv, dropped off a whole loaf of bread and picked up a 3-pack of bologna for me.
Nice.
When I couldn't make it with him to Costco. Always hooking it up. So we're going full on. We're going to fry that bologna. And he also, I've never seen this before. Mozzarella, but it's like shaped like a log and it's like soft. And there's like water in it. I don't know. It's like real mozzarella.
Well, that's fancy mozzarella.
Dude, I'm going to melt that on top of my bologna. My melted
Nice.
bologna sandwich. It's going to be fantastic. So,
Nice. Even just take a big old bite out of it too. It's good
Okay.
like that.
This is why I love you, buddy. You always get it. Thank you so much, dude. I always appreciate it. Say hi to your beautiful family. Let everyone know we love them, miss them. And we will check in with you again on Monday. Well, I guess no, Monday's off. Tuesday. I guess we have to do it Tuesday. It's Thanksgiving. I forgot about that.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, we are cooking a turkey. What are you doing for Thanksgiving?
We're going to the lake.
Just bologna all weekend?
I'm going to Echo Bay on Sunday to see the whole family. It's going to be fantastic. So
Say
we
hi
will
to
do
the family
that.
for me.
Oh, always.
Say hi to your mother for me, all right?
Absolutely. You'll be happy to hear. And yeah, I don't know when. Maybe we'll just have to miss the Monday. I got Cal coming in on Tuesday to talk about episode 3 that's coming out on Monday. That is a holiday. So we'll be in touch. I'll let you know how it all goes.
Sounds good.
You're the best, buddy. Thank you to you and to you for watching and being a part of this. I appreciate it so much. Please remember, keep doing those things that are very, very good, all right? And that's how we make this world a better place. Have a great rest of your Thursday.
Bye, buddy.